Our good friend Paul Allen has a way with words. Yes, he does. We have a way with ranking teams from 1 to 32, the power rankings. We unveil them every Tuesday. We talk about them every Wednesday. Presented by Google Pixel. Not a whole lot of changes, but they are not a top 5 team, you dumbass. Why did you put them in the top 5, Chris?
That's what I'd like to ask you, all right? Mr. Google Pixel power ranking guy, all right? I don't know either.
Who else would be number 5 right now?
Well, it is a good conversation. It really is. I'm one here, Mike, that I will sit here and tell you that I would have the Tennessee Titans or the Ravens at 5. In fact, I would probably, Mike, if I'm going to just give you my one critique, and who the hell am I? And you could tell me to shut up, and I'm sure you will.
You're a wannabe Leonardo DiCaprio. That's who you are.
That's right, old sport. But I look at, I think I would put the Titans at 5, the Ravens at 6, the Dolphins at 7, and I'd move the Vikings and the Giants down behind that. I think all 3 of those teams are better than the Vikings and the Giants.
Here's the problem, though.
Yeah, I know.
I would be all day long getting emails from angry Vikings fans saying you're not respecting the team. They're 6-1. 6-1 has to count for something, and that's ultimately it. 6-1.
I know.
There's a certain element of old school UPI AP college football rankings,
right,
that factor into this. You are where you are until you lose, and if the teams ahead of you lose, you go up. And it doesn't matter if there's a better team behind you. If they have 3 losses and you have none or 1 and you're already ahead of them, you hold that spot. That's how it always was. It was a very simple psychology before they had a college football playoff. And it was, there were 2 polls. There was the UPI poll, which became the USA Today coaches poll, and there was the AP poll. And they were competing, and some years you'd have split national championships, which I just hated.
Oh, it was so stupid.
But you worked your way up.
Yeah.
You kept winning, you hold your spot. You lose, you drop. Whoever didn't lose works their way up, and that's why the Vikings went up 1. And the Giants only went down 1 because they've got 2 losses, and I would have never heard the end of it from Giants fans if I had dropped them below the 3-loss Ravens, because the Giants beat the Ravens. So not only did the Giants beat the Ravens, the Giants have a better record than the Ravens.
Right.
And I know right now the Ravens would probably beat them, but that's not what the poll is supposed to be. It's not a predictive tool. It's not a device for saying, okay, let's see. The Vikings and the Commanders play this week. Who's going to win? Well, the Vikings are number 5 and the Commanders are number 17, so the Vikings are going to win. No, it's not for that purpose. So I don't know what the purpose of it is, but I guess deep down it's a simulation of the old school college football ranking system. Right. That's how I look at it.
Okay. I got no issue with your thought there. I just wanted to throw that out there to you. I understand the Giants beat the Ravens and the Titans. They did.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I necessarily look at that and think that they're better than those teams, especially where they are right now. And we know the Ravens really outplayed them. So that's just, I'm just pushing back there. But yeah, I got no problem with your formula and how you do it. I get it. I totally do. Dolphins are another team I look at just in that conversation that, yeah, I'd probably have a little higher too, just for how they played. And, again, there's only one. That's where I always look at you and go, man, it's tough. Like you have the Giants, right, where, okay, they have one more win and one less loss than the Seahawks, but the Seahawks beat them by 2 touchdowns. That's where I always go, damn, I'm glad I'm not you, and I don't have to figure out this crap and deal with this.
Let me tell you, so much of the decisions ultimately are made by how much shit I'm going to take on the back end.
Yeah.
They really are.
Okay.
I'll admit it.
I thought you were tougher than that. I thought you were a little tougher
I'm
than
sorry.
that.
Life is too short to get constant emails about how you're not properly respecting this team or this team or this team. Why is this team so low? Why is this team so high? Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.